Sorry, forgot to add myself to the stage there. Hello, good evening, good morning. It's probably, it's afternoon, isn't it? Good afternoon, if you're in the UK time zone or someplace. Welcome, and as I think most of you here probably know, I'm here on my own today without Save with Crypto. He's currently journeying to some sort of gig in was it Herefordshire or Hertfordshire? Wherever they have the bulls, I think. But anyway, so he's on his way. He's probably listening in and shouting at the fully shouting at the not so much the radio, but you know what I mean, the speaker systems. Like, what are you doing to my live stream? So let's see how we get on. Anyway, quick look through the chat. Yeah, as you can see, there's an imposter at the helm at the moment, and Firewatch saying good luck with the stream, maff. Thank you, appreciate that. And so does not Save with Crypto. Oh, hello me. I'm all over the place at the moment in more ways than one. Blaze, hello Sar. Hi guys, have a good stream. Thank you. And it's possible that Save will join us at some point later on. He might be able to park at a service station or something and just jump in. So see how that goes. Or he might just be cracking on, get into where he's going. I think so. Playing possibly blues guitar or something, or bass guitar even. The one with the 4 strings, I think, unless he's going to be in there with the full 6-string guitar thing. That's about as far as my guitar knowledge goes, pretty much. So, and Kaz, hello. Hello, smiley face. So welcome. Should just jump straight into the TA, pretty much. I guess I might do what Save normally does, which is he does some TA first, and then plays a TA jingle, and then does some more TA. So we could do that. But so first of all, this obviously is Quadzilla, and I think probably everybody watching either knows exactly what Quadzilla is and what it can do for you, or you've already got it. So you probably also noticed actually in the Discord, there's been some chat about AI with Claude Code in particular, but also just AI generally, and about how we're maybe going to start incorporating AI stuff into Quadzilla. Not so much in the indicator itself, because can't really do that. We're kind of limited to what we can and can't do within PineScript in TradingView, which is quite a lot, but doesn't include AI particularly at the moment. But so we're talking really about kind of having an AI that's just sort of more agentic in nature, and like monitoring the Quadzilla signals, and then just kind of reacting accordingly. And pretty much also what Save has been demonstrating in his videos lately, just about using Claude in this case to create a sort of like a chart report essentially on what's going on. So there's all sorts of stuff like that, and I'm going to be having a play around with Claude Code over the weekend as well, and just kind of dig into it some more and see what we can do that. So it's pretty exciting, really. Just sudden like freaking out of exactly what's possible with this thing. I feel a little bit late to the party, to be honest. Yeah, there's that. And who else have we got? Nick, hello. Hi, welcome, and happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. So let's have a quick look then, because I said we were going to look at TA, and then I totally didn't do that. So maybe start with liquidation heat map and just give that some view, because obviously heading into the weekend, and it's the usual sort of thing, isn't it? It's going to be kind of thin order books and so on, and expect volatility. There's I think in terms of usual, like the calendar of events and things, there's not much going on today. There's some sort of, I think there's a speech or a discussion related to the FOMC going on, but nothing particularly sort of massive. I mean, possibly just there might be some people trying to gauge the general dovishness or hawkishness of the FOMC around that, and so there might be some price reaction based on that kind of later on today. Obviously, the whole talk about the kind of potential ceasefire stuff it's always like, I don't know, just it ain't a ceasefire until the guns stop firing, you know, until the guns cease. So yeah, see how that goes, but hopefully positive. You never know. So this, yeah, look at actually then at the liquidation heat map just on the 24-hour initially. Big gap there, little gap there. That suggests that, to be honest, so it's generally, it seems more likely that the price goes towards the nearest liquidity. Just seems to be kind of how it is. So, I mean, that said, to totally contradict that, because there's very little liquidity really, just between there and there, the price could actually kind of rocket up to that level. But then 76k, you know, maybe, don't know. Where are we at the moment? If I bring up TradingView, will that automatically trigger the TA jingle? I don't know. So yeah, we're currently at 75. Okay, actually not far off. All right, 75.3. So in which case, that's possible. Just a straight line up to, and then kind of eat up all that liquidity, which goes up to like 76.5 and slightly above 76.6. But that, of course, that's very, very short term. Just as I say, we're only on the 24-hour there. So if that does happen, I'd imagine it'd be fairly quick. Just eating up that liquidity, then at some point just kind of down, eat all that. It's heading down to like 74-ish. So slightly bigger picture view, go initially to the 2 weeks, say. If it loads, come on, it can do it. There you go. So, oof, yeah, that wasn't. What's that telling us? Fading liquidity as it heads up. So we might see something. It might just head up roundabout to sort of, if it gets up there at all, 77, 78. I'm seeing like 80k top being posted around the place as a possibility. I mean, we'll get into the charts in a sec. So that kind of is a possibility. Then down to like, you know, 73 maybe. It's when it drops, it's going to drop, and it's going to kind of, yeah. I mean, I could see it just eating up all that kind of down to that kind of level 68ish or whatever. Quick look at the 3 month, and then we can move on. So yeah, okay. So all of that being 3 months. 84, 85. Could you imagine it? I mean, that's possible. I can see why that's lit up, because there is that area of liquidity just there, that kind of feels like that probably wants to be eaten up. So obviously that isn't really showing up along here. It's but I would say there's almost certainly just open liquidity just there, even so. And yeah, so up to sort of 85 level. But similarly, this is also showing that same sort of thing where it could. There's a fairly clear path from there, to be honest, up to 80k as it turns out, and then same thing, it's down. So what else can we look at here? By the way, because I'll probably kind of run out of ideas of things to talk about fairly soon after the Bitcoin TA. So if you do have any requests of stuff to look at, then yeah, just do request away, and go and look at some charts, go and look at whatever, you know, see how it goes. So, God, Save is so much better at this bit. Let's see. Yeah, let's play the TA jingle. Okay, then. I feel all invigorated after hearing that. So let me just check. Okay, so do get the comments in, as I said. Get the requests in, coin requests, anything at all you'd like me to have a look at while we're here. That'd be good. So in the meantime, on here, so Bitcoin on the 1 hour, as I was saying, currently at 75.3, and so very much just ranging, isn't it? Kind of accumulation range at the moment on that, and you can kind of see where just exactly where that support level is. Looking at the what was resistance there, came it touched that, wink down, and now it's just very much just been using that. So yeah, did I say support? Very much resistance just there, touched that, and now just touching down. Support, and then kind of lifted off. Did that sort of slightly lame attempt to lift off there, failed, came back down, bounced. Bit better this time, bit more strength to that. Got it to yeah, actually, what is it? High 76.366. I reckon it could go higher. It's going to go higher, isn't it? Before it drops, but is that an interesting thing? It's probably an interesting thing. Ought to be interesting. Yeah, this. So yeah, because I kind of left the whatchamacallit, the retracement channel, retracement channels switched on in Quadzilla, kind of by accident, but just realised. So that one. So the fair value zone here. So yeah, the fair value zone here basically kind of looks like it's been kind of relevant going back. So as you can see there, it was very much just that there's resistance for that area there, but also just kind of pinpointing that area of liquidity there, came back here, touched above that level again, and I suspect we'll kind of come back to that level again and interact with it a little bit when it does come back down. So because these what am I trying to say, the fair value levels within the retracement channels, they do tend to act kind of as a price magnet, as I said so many times, but rather it's the upper level with that bearish retracement level, that's a price magnet. So the price just kind of wants to return to that level. In this case, it broke above it there, and this bullish retracement level down there also acts as a price magnet. So when you get that kind of that pull, then the homeostasis, equi-equal level just here is where it equals out, and so the price, so the two forces in effect would just kind of cancel out, and the price comes back to here, and so often that happens as well, kind of like that one there. So we had this retracement level there, that one there, the 50% level, which is also kind of suspiciously close to that retracement level, which played out perfectly nicely just there. And you can see the price kind of just tried to get above here into this level. Wasn't quite ready to get up to that sort of height just yet, and so instead it kind of straddled that fair value level just there, just worked its way along and then just kind of failed and dropped back down. Another run up, and up it went. So there's that. If I have a quick look on the daily, I'll just zap that and I don't know, maybe that. And yeah, head over to the daily, and what have we got? Probably a similar thing here. I mean, that's just trying to looking for confluence of things, I suppose. Generally, that one is not great, to be honest. I mean, it depends if you come all the way back. Yeah, I don't know. Not seeing too much there to sort of support my my hypothesis, but I guess maybe that one there has kind of turned out to be very relevant, because it was kind of, I mean, if I maybe draw that in, it's going to overwrite that retracement level that is just there as well. But so that fair value level there kind of very much skewered the liquidity, just the kind of accumulation range that was taking place just there. And coming back to here, you can kind of see how, again, it was support just there, just bounced perfectly off that same level. Obviously that was being a bit wise after the event in that case, but you can kind of read it in either direction. It's like, yeah, it was relevant back here and is relevant after there, and probably will be relevant again over here. So, and this one here a bit, not, I'm just looking at that fair value level just there. Not so much, but at the same time, it was, I suppose, just draw it in. It was kind of support just there in any case, and almost tied in with that 50% fair value level as well. So I'll probably leave those in, because I think those are quite decent levels to watch for in any case. So after all that, just, what's the price going to do? We should probably look at that, really. So but before that, just quick check in the comments. Kaz, I feel slightly bizarre and manic as I haven't had a lot of sleep in the last few days, as I've been creating a scalp setup charting strategy in TradingView, new layout, and working out what indicator mashup works best for me on what trading is that. Oh, sorry, time frame. What time frame indications using Quadzilla stats, and with Quadzilla obviously as the main ingredient. Woohoo! Nice one. We should definitely catch up on that in the Discord, actually, because I'd be really interested to see what you've been working on with that. Sorry, I'm just like the schoolmaster. I don't know. That sounds very fascinating. I'd like to see what you've been working on, and you get a gold star. And sure, like mixing and matching that parts of the free ones I already use, and but tweaking them for scalping purposes has been fun. It's insanely fun, the whole thing, isn't it, when it gets down to it. So parts of the free ones are already okay, the free indicators. And yeah, I mean, because for myself, I do tend to use Quadzilla as kind of like the platform, the base, the trading strategy, and then very much just going to pull in other indicators as well, just to usually just to try and find some level of confluence between them. If they disagree, it's not exactly like a failure or anything like that. It's much more just that in itself is telling you something about the state of the market at that point, i.e. there's divergence of some sort. So it's all alpha, as I say. Not sure I like that expression, but it's all alpha, vital alpha for the charts. Yeah, but sorry, just to dig into that again. But scalping setup charting strategy. That's actually got me fascinated. Just what you've come up with on that. So yeah, let's have a look anyway. So looking at this then, so still on the daily, we've got the daily 200 SMA, which obviously we've been tracking quite a lot here over the last quite a long times, is like weeks, months, I guess even, so at the moment that's kind of very much working its way down, currently at 86.9, and the reason that we've been tracing that is because in previous kind of 4-year cycles, the 200 daily SMA has just shown itself to be extremely kind of like extremely a touch point, in the sense that the price just usually just comes up to it, rallies up, hits the 200, and then kind of drops away into the crypto winter. This time hasn't really kind of played out in the same sort of convincing way. Just more sort of actually alert, I need to play a sound effect. Morning, just stopping for petrol, click like. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. Click like. Just to echo that. And hello sir, welcome to your own show. So if you get a chance, obviously feel free to just set up the laptop and drop in, or the phone or whatever, if you get a good signal. So, and what sort of car are you driving, by the way? Just got me wondering now. Filling it with petrol, so it's not a Tesla. That doesn't really narrow it down very much, does it? So my powers of deduction are, yes, you have a petrol powered automobile. So yeah, that's not going to solve any crimes, is it? Anyway, so excuse me. And then this also moving average down here. This is the weekly 300, which that combined with the 400. These have often just kind of, where is the 400? Do I need to do this just to find? Oh, it's right below it. So yeah, these have often combined previously, in the sense that when the price comes down during the bear market, it's usually kind of come down. So neither one has particularly marked the absolute bear market bottom or anything like that, but they have sort of marched out kind of a kind of a range in which the price does kind of come down. It might, I mean, it's not going to be like that, but just not that steeply, but wicks down to somewhere between the two of them. So, and at the moment, I mean, they are still kind of coming up, but at the moment that's kind of between 52 and 40 point. No, not 40 at all. It virtually is like 41. My own suspicion is that it's going to probably drop down to maybe 50 or slightly below, but we could probably have a quick look. If I zip over to the old familiar, the old peculiar here, and put it onto the weekly, sort that out a bit. And so essentially on here, I should just switch off quads just for a sec. And yeah, so essentially on here, obviously we've been tracking this for quite some time, and what I'm actually very kind of glad to see now is that this looks like this part of the pattern is finally being invalidated, which is good. We're kind of breaking out of that, but for how long? You know, probably not for very long, as it turns out. So given that this is on the weekly, and this is all kind of candle open to candle close, and ignoring the wicks in effect. So from the all-time high, peak of the bull run, we dropped down 30% down to there. then kind of accumulated, ranged for a little bit, gained that 8% in the process, and then dropped another 30%, accumulated for a bunch of time, gained 11%. But also, funnily enough, that the actual amount that kind of accumulated up there to there was, I think, it's kind of exactly the same. Yeah, but 6,900, call it that, maybe 7,000. And then this one, similar, was kind of, well, not exactly the same. I think I probably drew them slightly inaccurately, but oh no, it's okay. Ooh, yeah, 7,000 as well. So they both basically gained $7,000 in that process, although that has now broken above that, the top of that same range. However, given that this might just sort of wick down, so that this might stay valid if before the week closes we just get the wick back down to kind of 75.4. it would be, sorry, no, that's, I read the wrong thing. That's the current price, isn't it? 72.8. Yes, if it wicked back down to 72.8 and kind of stayed there for the close of the week, then this is still valid. And then at that stage, it's still very much just like, do we see the price head down, or is it going to kind of head up? I suspect is not going to do that, to be honest. I just got the feeling it's going to keep on going, because it's already going pretty strongly, and there's not any particular sign that it would just capitulate at this point. So in which case, given the daily 200 SMA, which is currently at that 86.9, currently there. So anyway, if that keeps on going down a bit like so, and that kind of goes up a bit like so, they might meet there, 83.4. Is it going to get that high? Sorry for the horse impression, but is it going to get that high? I wonder, or is it just going to drop before that? Don't know. I think so. I mentioned 80 before tonight. Why was I thinking 80? Well, probably something to do with this. If I was to just draw in another horizontal line, kind of there. Just got a feeling it's going to be that, because like the price, the weekly suddenly wicked up to around about that 80k line there. The liquidation heat map, we're showing 80k as being a kind of potential top for all of this. If the I should draw that at 80. No, it's lower, isn't it? What am I doing? 78. Sorry, I'm being very kind of inaccurate. It's more that, isn't it? It's that one. Let's try that again. Although, to be honest, even that level there, we'll probably got to draw that in as well. So we could well hit a range somewhere within that range of like kind of 78.3 up to 80.2. So in which case, if that was happening, then this coming down. Sorry, just get rid of that one as well. It's coming down because it's that has kind of leveled off a bit, isn't it? Just very, very, very subtly, the 200 SMA for the daily. It's not as steep just there, obviously because the price is coming up. So, but that said, if it's doing that, if it maintained that same sort of rate, then yeah, 18th of May, does that seem plausible? That we just keep on climbing for the next one? Better way. Count the weeks. Am I doing the thing? Yeah, that's right. 4 weeks. So it'd be nice, wouldn't it, if the price just carries on climbing for the next 4 weeks or so. Really interested to know what you think about that. Do you think that's on the cards, or is this current kind of pump a bit of a flash in the pan, and it's just going to follow that scenario, come back down, capitulate, and then just head down straight away. But I think if not, then it'd be kind of a slightly shallow sort of. It's going to be a grind up, isn't it? If that happens, and if that scenario plays out, touches that, and then down to probably further than that, because this is the other scenario, that if it does kind of then just do that 30% drop, that would take us down to kind of 51, potentially down to 48 maybe. So like, as I say, like, probably down to 50k, maybe slightly below. But I think if this scenario happens instead, which is probably looking a bit more likely, then we'll probably need to recalculate where the bear market bottom would be then in that case. So yeah, I don't know. What else? If we drop to the maybe 2 daily and see if that gives us anything else. Not a lot. I mean, actually, maybe for this, I'm going to just to hide all those drawings. We'll move away from them. Go onto this chart instead. So still on the 2 daily. If we were to look at this in terms of that level there, 76, and so just looking at that bit just there really. So because currently, so of course that was very much support there. We can kind of see that a bit of a channel going on there. The price has already kind of bounced off that same level, rejected. Now it's coming up for a second attempt, and looking at that, is in fact, because it's kind of wicked up, did it there as well. It's multiple attempts really. That's a definite level of resistance right there that it's currently fighting with. So it kind of has to break above that 76.1. Well, 76,153. Just trying to find the right kind of number to round it to, but just say the whole lot. It's better. So yeah, so assuming it breaks above there, then the next level to break above would then be 78.9, 79,000, say. Then if it can do all that, then we'd, don't know, think we'd get that high, 89? Possibly not. But it seems, looking at that chart, just like that, it seems like, why not? Why wouldn't it get to 89? Just totally putting aside macroeconomic market conditions and everything that's going on, purely as a TA kind of a chart. You think, I mean, okay, sure, there is very much a ongoing downtrend that we're in, and we haven't really broken above that, have we? So is that the, yeah, that's the all-time high. So from there, can I do that maybe? Well, okay, we're broken above the downtrend, so I'll defeat my own argument just there. So there, 84 perchance, that's a possibility. Already interacted with that level very much, and I say, yeah, we could probably put in a fib retracement from the top to that low, just there. So yeah, I guess that's kind of I don't know, you know what, that level there is very much in tune, I suppose, with the 0.618. Sorry, I'm always doing that. I'm always like leaning off the screen. Let's move the camera. So now if I do that, then I don't know, I'm still escaping from it. But yeah, so 0.618. which would be at 85k. That's a possibility. But the reason I'm thinking that, as I say, like put aside all of our silly prejudices and macroeconomic conditions and what have you, we basically got this thing where, as a market structure, let's do that, then kind of that. How well am I going to draw this? Badly. That at some point, back up to that level, there, and across. Why wouldn't it complete that? Just purely from a TA point of view, the answer probably is that we're in this just humongous downtrend still, and yeah, we've broken above it, but only a little bit. It might just be a bit of a fake out. You know, it might just be that and back down, or something like that, or back down and bounce up, whatever. You know, you get the idea. If it did, then it could be more of that. As it did that, then that might similarly be just more of a that to that level. I mean, that's a decent area. 86, sorry, 80. That's higher, isn't it? I don't know, 88k, 88.5k is a possibility. So as well, because just given that there's all of that liquidity, kind of all of that really, the whole lot. So talking about price magnets, I mean that's definitely an area that we could see the price returning to, because there's for the market makers, there's money to be made right there. There's money makers kind of just eyeing that and probably salivating. So yeah, given that, you sort of wonder why wouldn't the price return to that point? Would it get up to, well, I suppose a 0.382, which is at 100k? That probably ain't happening, is it? Not this time around. So in terms of potential absolute tops for this cycle, if it isn't going to be the 200 daily, Zatabun, if it isn't going to be 200 daily, and it wicks above it, probably pulls it up a bit with it, then next level would be that one. We drew in 89. That obviously it's just getting less and less likely the higher up we go. So pretty much at any of these levels, I think it's just, so look at it in terms of probability. Where it currently is, very likely, because it's already done it. So that's, we can give that one 100% probability. You know, just level achieved. That next one above, slightly less probability, but still high, very high probability, I'd say, to get to there. 79k, 79 to 80. Probable likely top, if anything, and then if it gets above there, 84k, less likely, but still probable. You know, still a good case for that one. 8 to 9k, it's a bit sort of, you know, maybe, I don't know. We can see what Quadzilla says. Come back, Quadzilla, all is forgiven. You should tickle it under the chin or something. Just not quite sure why, but why isn't that coming up? Let's click on the thing to bring up the settings. I might need to reload the page or something, because I think something slightly skew-if is going on. Do I want to save it? Well, probably. I don't know. It's always a bit unnerving when actually, I hope I'm still online. Can someone comment, if you don't mind, just to tell me if I'm still online or not? Is it just TradingView? I'm worried now. The chat's gone very quiet. Ooey. Oh, good. Phew. Oh, Cooey even. Thank you, Kaz. And Aki V8. Oh, hello. Welcome. don't know if we've seen you before, have we? But absolutely welcome in any case. And congrats on your first comment as well. Liquidation map on there. Thank you, Kaz. Highly appreciated. And because I really was starting to freak out a bit then. I hope I masked it well. So I guess we looked at all that, didn't we? Bitcoin funding rate, just while we're here, it's kind of an interesting one because it has been so very negative, isn't it? And obviously coming up now, in that I guess because Bitcoin has been sort of pumping somewhat, not as much as the S&P, obviously, but still. So there was definitely a bit of a short squeeze that was going on there, just kind of pulling the price up. So yeah, kind of interesting that was happening. And now, when was that? Yeah, 16th of April. Oh, yesterday. So turned positive briefly, back down again. Kind of suggests, yeah, this even by itself suggests that there's more room for upside, I think. Once it very much turns positive, then you're going to kind of see people being trapped in their long positions, and it's long squeeze, and the price is just going to rocket back down, probably quite sharpish, like a rocket, pointing straight downwards. Wouldn't want to be in a rocket that's doing that, to be fair. So yeah, with that in mind, I think we've done this one to death, haven't we? We've covered the scenarios. Should we look at some other coin and potentially wrap it up after that? There was Tau. Looking at this a bit, because obviously Tau very much has had kind of a tough time of it just lately. I think just interrupt myself halfway through a sentence and just start muttering. I just wanted to check who's watching where. So we've got the majority of people at the moment are watching on YouTube. So welcome, majority of people. And then we've got roughly half and half people watching, split between the Save the Crypto channel on X and the Maftopia channel on X. Talking of which, there haven't been any Maftopia videos for bleeding ages, and ages, and there need to be. And I've actually been, sorry, just bring that window. I've been finishing a book project, which I set kind of a well, just a self-imposed deadline on it, because otherwise it was never going to get done. And it's done. Way brilliant. So this weekend, as well as playing around with Claude Code and the AI side of things for tying that into Quadzilla trading and so on, Quadzilla signals, etc. I'm also going to be looking at just putting out a whole bunch of Maftopia videos on fascinating science and technology news, and a bunch of stuff to do with crypto trading and so on. Because I mean, to be honest, AI trading, that's fascinating science and technology news in itself. So yeah, probably be a bunch of don't know, things crossover with that. And I probably should have the Maftopia tab on while I was talking about it. Let's just bring it up. Maftopia. Is that so? Do head over to maftopia.com, and from there you can get the links. So there's the Maftopia channel on YouTube. Let's do that. Yeah, the Maftopia channel on YouTube. Do subscribe to that and make sure you don't miss these new videos that are going to be just churning out pretty much just from this weekend onwards. And over on X, do get subscribed to, or do follow rather, Maftopia on there as well, if you don't mind. On Medium as well. Haven't really put out any articles or anything on there for a long time, but we do need to do an update of the Quadzilla tutorials and things on there as well. So that'll come soon. And if you're a crypto, Forex or stocks trader, which if you're watching this, you probably are, then do get into the Save the Crypto Traders Discord. So you'll get a link to that there as well. on mafftopia.com, and that's that. And quick sort of almost subliminal flash of Quadzilla, and yeah, Tau. So Tau has had kind of a hard time of it recently, isn't it? Because there's controversy around it and so on, and that was reflected in kind of that happening. But since then, I mean, yeah, since then the price has continued to descend in this kind of just like lengthening downward channel. But that said, the Tau devs are obviously not just going to roll over and go away, are they? So it's what they're doing is just too strong for that. It's all kind of like AI compute stuff, but blockchain based, and they've taken a lot of their, or kind of the bulk of the blockchain stuff and the tokenomics and so on from Bitcoin, which makes such a lot of sense. It's as technologies go, it's rather mature. So base the blockchain on Bitcoin. Did I say blockchain? Base the blockchain on Bitcoin. Sorry, and yeah, but the actual, instead of the nodes, the validators and so on, kind of solving increasingly complex math problems to get, to sort of find the next block address and get their Bitcoin rewards and so on. Tau kind of instead does AI computing stuff. So I think it's model training. So it's not so much the inference side; it's the actual training that it does. And so yeah, their miners basically kind of mine model training. It's such a neat idea what they're doing. So it's actually doing something useful, genuinely useful, in the process of kind of solving the puzzles and gaining the rewards and so on. And so, but I think that there was some sort of issue with whoever it was who was like very kind of centralized into that. They did a bit a bit of a rug pull, and so not for Tau itself, I believe, but just it was an overall kind of just kind of bad thing that happened. That really wasn't a good look for Tau itself, a bit tensor essentially. So but that happened, and yeah, so Tau itself hasn't gone. I'm probably meant to be saying Tor. I meant to say Tor instead of Tau, but anyway, Tau itself hasn't gone to zero or anything like that. It's still very much there, still in the game, and obviously it's going to come back up. I say obviously, it's not financial advice, not a prophetic vision of the future or anything like that. It's just my opinion is that obviously it's going to come back up. There's a bit of liquidity there. I can see that as being a stepping stone on the way. Price come back to that. It's got to break above that level there. It's so that there's on the 1 hour, there's retracement level just here, which is at 305. It's currently at 253. The price would need to come up to that kind of 305 level and beyond, and from there, who knows? I mean, that's another level where it could come up to. So a whole bunch of stepping stones. If I put on the 4 hour, and yeah, so it kind of topped out up there, and that was 25th of March. Actually, it was, yeah. When's the 4 hour? Let's briefly go to higher time frame and look at where it's been. So that top was 6th of December. That was his all-time high, I guess. Must have been. So 746. Considering it's in a bear market, it's held out pretty damn well. I mean, there, like 1st of November. Oh, actually, sorry, when was that? Oh, 2024. Okay, 6th of December 2024. So the more recent all-time high was lower, to be fair, this time round. It's been doing a funny sort of odd chart looking at it now. It's just doing its own thing, isn't it? Not necessarily particularly tied in with the Bitcoin cycle as such. Probably because of the whole like AI tie-in. So it's not really a cryptocurrency that's beholden to the almighty Bitcoin. It's beholden to the almighty AI tech stocks, if anything. I mean, to be fair, if that's actually true, you'd kind of expect to see that sort of thing rather than just that. But that said, I think this is still one to watch for sure. Probably one to consider, one to do your own research and consider accumulating into, I would think. Yeah, so that's how I'm actually rambling a bit now. I think it might be pretty much done here, unless anybody did have any last coin requests or anything like that. It's obviously Friday. Can't look at Chippy Coin today because they seem to have disappeared off TradingView, which is a shame. That there was the whole thing with the Chippy / wrapped Sol just gone away. It's a shame. So we can't use Quadzilla on that anymore. So we could probably look at one of the decentralized exchanges. Look at Jupiter or whatever, and just look at the chart there. But I can't be asked when it comes down to it. So I'm sure that Chippy Watch Friday will return at some point. In the meantime, it's obviously free Chippy Friday. Go and get some free fish and chips. And have they rugged it? Not Chippy, if that's what you mean. I don't think they have. I hope they haven't, because I don't want my Chippy coins to go to. It's going to check actually. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just go and check. Where's my Phantom wallet? When was the last time I went into my Phantom wallet on here? Just it's loading very slowly. Just, I mean, so like been like a Bitcoin maxi recently. Just there we go. Authenticate. It's okay. Yeah, still got a decent price. So I think Chippy's still looking okay. It's just odd that it disappeared from TradingView like that. You'd think that they would be concerned in a hurry to get it back onto to TradingView. Just keep the visibility there. They may not even have realised it was on TradingView in the first place, to be honest, because it was a funny chart. Say it was on like Wrapped Sol and so on. But yeah, so I think I'm done. I'm probably going to just click end the stream unless there's any last thing that anyone wants to talk about. Otherwise, please do click like, and if you're watching on X, do follow. I'd highly appreciate it, whether you're on Save with Crypto or Maftopia. And I missed the thing I was trying to click on. There you go. So if you don't already have a Quadzilla, just go and get it, for God's sake. It'll give you. It's not just it'll give you a trading edge. It'll basically it transforms your trading. It's transformative. It genuinely is. Go get it and just give it a try. It's if you want to try it out, 80 quid a month. Then yeah, it's not very much money really. You basically find that like within the first trade or two, it would pay for itself. Then after that, essentially you're printing money. I could show the stats, but maybe do that next time. But yeah, and if you're not in the Discord, do join the Discord, the Save with Crypto Discord as well. And so we'll be back with a live stream on Monday. And as I was saying, there'll be new Maftopia videos coming out very soon. Going to be kind of restarting the factory on those this weekend. And I shall stop rambling, and thanks so much for watching, and catch you next time. So bye. Oh god, sorry, need to click another button.